Have you ever been in a state recreation area to camp, hike, or have a good time? Well, if you have certainly seen the mountain bikers. Today, I will talk to you about this unique sport, which is also my hobby. I will tell you about the three main types of mountain biking, what each of them means, and what kind of bike is the most appropriate for each of them. The first type of mountain biking is cross country. For cross country, you can expect a 20 to 40 inches wide trail, which is the standard for all the trails in mountain biking, and a very gentle inclination and smooth curves among the trees and boulders. Very seldom will there be any mud or sand present on the trail, since those are the most challenging surfaces to bike on. According to icebike.org, there are two main types of mountain bike that are most efficient for cross country. The first type of mountain bike, like the one in the picture and like my bike, is the hardtail. Hardtails have a front fork suspension with a travel between 100 and 160 millimeters and no rear shock suspension, but that's good because they are more lightweight. The second type of mountain bike, developed more recently by the Trek company, is the trail mountain bike. The trail mountain bike is kind of different than the hardtail in a sense that it has more travel in the front fork, but it also has a vertically positioned rear shock suspension above the pedals. As Trek stated, it has more contact with the ground. For cross country, you do not need any prior physical condition. The second type of mountain biking is enduro. Now, for enduro, you do need some physical condition, more endurance, more much better handling skills, and balance. Enduro tends to be the mean between cross country and downhill, as Pink Bike states it into an article. So for enduro, you are looking at steeper inclines, much larger objects on the trail like rocks and roots and logs, and mud and sand may be present quite a bit in enduro. It is meant to test your endurance and the speed increases. The two main types of mountain bikes in enduro are the enduro mountain bike and the full suspension mountain bike. The enduro mountain bike looks like the one in the picture. It has a horizontally positioned rear shock suspension and a front fork which a much larger treble. The treble in the front fork is between 120 and 200 millimeters. As Ned Overend states it in his own book, the reason why enduro and downhill, and as we've seen recently, cross country became more full suspension bike oriented is because the full suspension bikes have more contact with the ground in the sense that they absorb the vibrations much better than a hardtail would. And the second type of mountain bike in enduro is the full suspension mountain bike, which is the mother of enduro mountain bike. It is pretty similar in both the travel in the front fork and the travel in the rear shock suspension, but it is different in the way that the wheel size can go up to 29 inches, while it can go up that high for enduro mountain bikes, and the rear shock suspension is positioned more upwards in the frame. The third type of mountain biking, and the most charismatic and present in all the shows, is downhill. downhill is just downhill. According to Will Landon in an article, mud and sand are very present in downhill. In fact, they are the most common surface that it happens on, especially in competitions. Downhill has no borders, no limits, and no regulations, just like being the mountain bike outlaws. For downhill, you can expect jumps from anywhere between 4 to 40 feet, while for enduro they would be very tiny. Downhill is only for the most skilled mountain bikers, and always know that if a incline is too steep to climb on, you can just jump over it. And don't worry because the bike will take care of you. For downhill, we are looking at a downhill mountain bike, which is pretty similar to a street mountain bike or a BMX. It's different by the thing that the wheel size stays at 26 inches and the front fork is a double crown front fork which can have a travel between 2 and 300 millimeters. The rear shock suspension is also twice the travel of a full suspension or an enduro mountain bike, and it allows for more control and balance and shock absorption. It is also incorporated into a spring which absorbs some of the shock and protects the suspension itself. So I have presented to you the three main types of mountain biking and basically how much preparedness you need for each of them. Thank you.